How to fix 1% low FPS drops and stuttering. Welcome back to Telemetry. Today, we are addressing a critical performance flaw affecting high-end gaming systems, specifically involving severe 1% low frame rate drops and system stuttering. During our recent laboratory investigations into RTX 5070 Ti configurations, we observed sudden GPU usage drops from 90% down to 20%. These utilization crashes cause massive jittering in titles like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Counter-Strike 2, even severely affecting menu navigation. Telemetry's analysis revealed that this is often tied to factory default CPU overvolting, specifically on modern architectures like the Ryzen 7 7800X3D and Intel Core Ultra series. We subjected these systems to rigorous telemetry monitoring and discovered catastrophic thermal spikes, triggering immediate throttling behavior. In this comprehensive masterclass, our technical team will walk you through every proprietary fix we developed to permanently eliminate these drops. Our first and most impactful solution requires neutralizing the excessive factory voltage through the motherboard BIOS. You must reboot your machine and press the Delete key to access the Advanced BIOS configuration menu. Once inside the BIOS, navigate to the overclocking parameters and locate the Precision Boost Overdrive or PBO menu. You need to switch this setting from auto to manual or advanced to unlock the deeper voltage parameters. Inside the PBO menu, find the curve optimizer setting and change the sign parameter exclusively to negative. This forces the processor to request less voltage across the voltage frequency curve, drastically reducing the thermal load. For the magnitude, our testing showed that an all-core negative offset of 20 or 25 provides the best balance of cooling and clock stability. If your specific silicon crashes, dial this back to a negative 15 offset to maintain complete system reliability. After applying the undervolt, it is mandatory to run a synthetic stress test using software like Prime 95 or Oct. Telemetry engineers always run a 1-hour cycle to guarantee that the lower voltage does not introduce silent hardware errors. Our secondary diagnostics revealed massive driver-level corruption, causing the graphics card to drop to 20% utilization. To fix this, you must download Display Driver Uninstaller and boot your operating system directly into safe mode. Run the uninstaller to completely eradicate all existing NVIDIA registry keys, corrupted files, and broken driver cache folders. After a clean reboot, install the absolute latest studio or game-ready drivers directly from the official manufacturer portal. For mobile hardware users experiencing these stutters, our team identified a severe bottleneck with hybrid graphics switching. You must access your proprietary control center and enforce the discrete GPU or DGPU mode via the hardware multiplexer switch. Bypassing the integrated graphics processor ensures that every frame is pushed directly from your dedicated card to the display panel. This eliminates the latency penalty of passing frame buffers through the weaker internal graphics chip. Another major culprit Telemetry confirmed was a bloated and corrupted DirectX shader cache filling up the system drive. You need to open the Windows Disk Cleanup utility, select your primary drive, and check the DirectX shader cache box to wipe it. While clearing the cache might cause a temporary micro-stutter during your first match, it permanently fixes the jittering in subsequent gaming sessions. The game engine will compile a fresh, uncorrupted instruction set tailored to your new driver installation. Next, we must optimize the NVIDIA Control Panel to prevent aggressive downclocking during gameplay. Navigate to the Manage 3D Settings menu and locate the Power Management Mode drop-down. Change this attribute to prefer maximum performance to stop the graphics card from aggressively dropping its clock speeds during less intensive scenes. This guarantees a high, stable voltage supply to the core, lifting those 1% low metrics significantly. To complement the GPU power profile, your Windows operating system must also be stripped of its energy-saving constraints. Open the Legacy Control Panel and enable the Ultimate Performance or High Performance Power Plan. If the Ultimate Performance Plan is hidden, you can unlock it via an elevated command prompt using the specific Windows Power configuration string. This prevents the operating system from unexpectedly putting USB root hubs or PCI Express lanes to sleep. Our lab testing also highlighted severe memory bandwidth bottlenecks when high-speed memory modules default to standard JEDEC speeds. You must re-enter your BIOS and verify that the EXPO or XMP memory profiles are explicitly enabled. Running your memory at its advertised 6,000 MHz frequency with low latency tightens the communication interval between the processor and RAM. This bandwidth increase is absolutely critical for smoothing out frame pacing and eliminating traversal stutters. Furthermore, we strongly advise enabling Resizable BAR within the advanced PCIe configuration settings of your motherboard. This allows your processor to access the entire graphics memory buffer simultaneously instead of in small fragmented chunks. Finally, you must ensure your solid-state drive is operating on the correct PCI Express Gen 4 interface to prevent asset streaming delays. Download your drive manufacturer dashboard software to verify the firmware is updated and the connection speed is optimal. Applying these exact methodologies allowed our test benches to achieve completely flat frame time graphs and incredibly smooth gameplay. Don't forget to follow Tenebalta for more.